What's up, YouTube? Billy Throttle here. We're trying something a little different today. We are going to start occasionally doing what I am workshopping currently as maybe calling like a long look, something where we take a build and kind of like give us a good start at that build from the very beginning. Because I've noticed from a number of my runs, it seems like the runs always come together near the very end. You don't really get to show off kind of the strength of it. So today's gonna be kind of mainly around the Spinny Bank here. And then there's a number of gold relics, but this is the one that gives you an extra 20% gold after when you get to an event question mark on the map. So let's do that. And I think I initially thought about just starting around Cruciball 10, gives you a little bit of difficulty, but it is right before you take the Terror Ball, which will just kind of make it a little harder to show things off. So let's probably settle on Cruciball 10 and we'll see what happens. But all right, so Spinfection. All right, Navigation, Inflation, or Healing. Let's take some more gold collection because that's what we're going to be all about here. All right, so kind of want to try to get down to my Spinny Bank kind of as soon as possible. Hopefully there's still a good amount of gold on the board by the time we get there, because the way Spinny Bank works is every time it hits a peg that has gold in it, it doubles the amount of money in it. It does not collect it, but it, you know, doubles that amount. So like if we could get multiple Spinny Banks going, this could go, you know, to 4 or, you know, more. So, and Spinny Bank's damage is based on the amount of gold you have. So we're taking a little damage here since we're not doing much damage, but, or yeah, we're taking damage because we're not doing much damage. That's a couple things that I will be looking for in this run would be maybe some piercing relics. Also, I would possibly be looking to get my hands on something like a lightning that would be good at collecting. Collecting a lot of these gold pegs after the fact. So, all right. So we're coming into several question marks here. I think maybe I just saved my money. I'm like trying to like, well, there's also the lightning orb we wanted. All right, maybe we grab this lightning orb. We'll navigate, try a couple fights. Whoops, okay. I assumed we would be able to get our hands on lightning orb, and actually we'd get a lot of money as we navigate. So I'll probably be a little more willing to take a little bit of navigation damage just so I can kind of get a little more gold. Let's see, extra damage or additional refresh. I'm going to take the refresh. As I said, we're doing Cruciball 10 right now, and we did lose one of our refreshes. So that's going to help a lot. I probably could have did the math to try to figure out if it would be better or worse to can I waste a couple of these shots without collecting? I say without collecting too much gold, most likely not. Playing like super greedy, but looks like there's a little more gold if we kind of go this way. Yeah, pretty soon our Spinny Banks should be one-shotting things, but yeah, we'll want to upgrade them. They'll do more damage at higher levels, but like, it's that game of like, do we speed up the Spinny Banks or do we just you know, do we save our money to try to build it up at the question mark event blocks? Yeah, we're probably gonna take a little more damage here. Yeah, ball lightning's really good for collecting the gold, but Let's see. We do 50 damage here. I say probably not. The nice thing about Spinny Bank, it is guaranteed damage, but like you can't buff it at all. All right, let's keep our money. It's 20 gold if we travel here. I guess it's more than 20 gold if we go here, most likely in a fight. So actually, let's slowly upgrade this thing. Just keeping money in mind. All right, can we bounce off this and get to the fight? That's weird. Did I only collect one of those? I counted as 4 gold, but navigation flash. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Why Spinny Bank have to be on the bottom? We're lighting some bombs, but not setting them off just yet. Should have focused on this guy. I'll miss the refresh. Yeah, lightning just scooping up everything, just Roombaing around. All right, nothing here. Let's, once again, we'll upgrade Spinny Bank. And I am going to skip the shop. At least I'm gonna get greedy, but I am not gonna skip the shop, but I did get some more gold. I'd say there would have to be something really good here for me to want to get to pick it up. I will remove one of my Pebballs though. Just we'll get to our Spinny Bank that much faster. Oh, I am doing a terrible job of navigating. All right, let's... Oh my god, I was trying to skip that. All right, well, that was the bad Spinny Bank shot. We're not doing great. We're gonna need to heal eventually. Oh my god. As I say, if this was Nosferatu, maybe I'd consider picking it up as a means to heal, although I couldn't use it now. All right, we definitely need to heal. All right, it's a little spooky to go to an elite with such little life, but okay. All right, guess we're once again going to speed up getting down to Spinny Bank, but hopefully we can knock this pea shooter out before it just starts pinging us. All right, we're gonna shoot the lightning just because we want to get it down. Probably should have aimed at the bat, knowing that it's going to be right up in our face. Let's skip to this. Like I said, the nice thing with Spinny Bank, it's guaranteed damage, so like you can kind of, you know, use it to refresh. You know, I mean, ultimately you'd like to hit some pegs that have gold in them, so you could double it. But Sometimes it just feels bad to like waste a shot to get a refresh, but see, if I get a bomb, I say I get the kill, but can we Kobe? Oh, I was gonna say bounce it off the bottom. We cannot. There we go. I got it that time. Okay, maybe we go with Balm. We could use a little healing here. We do want to kind of keep as much money as possible, but we are about to die, so we should probably try to save ourselves. Whenever pegs refresh, upgrade, okay. Or we could take the bad cheese. I mean, upgraded pegs won't help us with Spinny Bank, but they aren't bad. See, 20% gold this way, that's not really a lot, so we probably actually make more gold going to a fight. It would be nice if we could copy our Spinny Bank. I'm gonna skip by lightning just in hopes of maybe keeping some more gold here. I guess we could also consider, you know, multi-ball would do additional, you know, making of gold for, you know, Spinny Bank shots. All right, getting some use out of the Balm. Well, I said, what are we even shooting? 153 right now? Okay. I hit nothing I intended to that way. Alright, so this guy's dead. Let's see, let's heal. Kind of stinks we're wasting a lot of money on the heals here, but that's 8. Really hate being greedy at this point, but we are about that money. Okay, and actually, gold's worth 2 times as much. Okay, perfect. Another copy of Spinny Bank. I was really hoping we would find that. I was like half tempted to give myself 2 copies of Spinny Bank at the beginning, and I was like maybe we hold off on that and fingers crossed for that, you know, duplication event. Now we got 2 Spinny Banks. I was like, should I just save, you know, the lightning so I could get the other Spinny Bank out, but does Balm do damage? Okay. Wait. It doesn't say it doesn't, so it probably does with the upgraded pegs, to be honest. Say it's gonna come up just short there too, which is a shame. Spinny Bank will kill 1. Alright, I can hit the bomb, most likely we... Oh no, I was gonna say, most likely we would have enough damage, but... Alright, So what we learned last time. Let's heal. So it's actually multiplicative. This is 4 times. It's not plus 4 gold. So let's shoot Balm at the beginning here. Skip to Spinny Bank. Love to see all the healing. Well, that made its way out in a hurry. Okay, good. I was hoping to take the bats out with this bomb. All right, perfect. I was gonna say, just imagine if we found that one relic where you can collect gold with it. I guess that would be a from a special event, but we have, okay, so we're going to the boss here. 69 health should be enough health. Ball lightning, I don't believe gets any stronger. Okay, it gets a little stronger, but it does collect more. Let's upgrade that once. All right, so Spinny Bank is doing 2 times gold, so we're getting about 200, and hopefully, you know, it'll be like 250-ish damage eventually. So that this boss shouldn't last long. So maybe try to get a little bit in the middle. That is one weird thing. I feel like sometimes Spinny Bank, if it gets stuck like that, it will just collect them instead. It didn't in that case, and I'm not sure kind of what causes the difference, but like shoot down into this. Yeah, see, like that time it eventually like went through. Not sure what the difference was. Nothing here. Let's upgrade Balm. All right, gain 3 bounce, start a battle, -1 orb discard. That sounds bad here. So we might want to skip and get to our Spinny Banks, you know, skip by lightnings. Attacks deal 2 times damage, but every peg activated gets downgraded. I mean, we are upgrading peg, so like we'd be doing negative to that, but you know, really, if we were trying to focus around Spinny Bank, they just do damage regardless of this. Stat effects have 2 times intensity. No. Every activated peg gets upgraded +4, but all attacks have -4/-4. So really, Balm is, you know, doesn't do attack damage. Ball lightning's kind of bad. So this actually sounds like the best of the options here. Unless we wanted to go for the, you know, 2 times damage. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that one. Unless for some reason it doesn't do 2 times Spinny Bank damage. But say the shield stuff kind of stinks, but So how's this? Okay, so we're downgrading pegs. I was thinking my initial shots were just being hurt, but we're just downgrading stuff. As I should be hunting for my reloads, honestly. Or my refreshes. We are getting beat up right now. Why won't they stop firing? All right. We may have messed up here. Oh, that wasn't my Spinny Bank. All right, let's just go back here. All right, well, that wasn't great. I think here we do want to look for question marks, which sometimes you get super lucky and there's just a bunch of question mark events. Let's go right. As I point to the left, let's go left and see if we can salvage this. I wonder if an Oh My Gorb would work in this case. It's would be a strong one, and then the downgrade, the pegs go away after it does damage. That is piercing. You know what? Let's try it. Let's add it and upgrade it. All right, I'm not gonna. I want to go left. Sometimes whenever you misnavigate, it's like you screw yourself for one place, but you're screwing yourself for half of this kind of act or whatever. I do not want fireballs. No, I think we want to let things have time to make their way out before we shoot our big Oh My Gorb. Okay, this does work better with crits, but I don't want to just target that. So we'll just try to do this slide, even though everything's kind of downgraded over this way already. Okay, I will have to be careful. Oh my god. I'm trying not to like get too much stuff, but like summoning circle is almost always a must take. I really want to navigate left. Yeah, if we can get to a spot where we don't have to spend gold and just kind of build up everything. Reduce self-damage by 50%. I don't have anything that's doing that, but I guess Suffer the Sling is all right for now. Navigation doesn't matter here. We could always go for the... Try to get the free relic. I was curious if Spinny Bank would count as debuffing pegs since it doesn't like damage anything from them, but it does. Debating because like if I start destroying pegs too early, then that's bad. So we probably shoot Pebble and then skip Oh My Gorb on this first go round. Like, if everybody was on the board, then I would consider shooting it, but... Now let's skip Balm. Curious which one this will actually even hit. Yeah. Kinda what I figured was gonna happen, but... So you can hit some of those green healing pegs if you wanted. I'd say we actually did negative damage there. Good for us. Good for us. Yeah. All right, we can shoot this guy now. All right, we will have to be careful with that. Let's. Okay, we do have a shop coming up. It would be nice to get rid of a Pebble. Let's upgrade Summoning Circle. All right. Well, that's what I get for. That's what I get for being greedy. Let's skip lightning at first. Let's target one of the chandeliers. Okay, I was blocked by that one. Okay, everybody is out here. So kind of stinks we didn't get any. I guess it's not over. Okay, yeah, it is. We didn't get any Spinny Bank value there. Who is our boss? Just okay, we have the painter lady, so we will have to keep our health up. All right, good amount of gold collected. All right, I probably want to remove at least another pebble. Anything else here really seem important here? Not really. We are fans of Rub Orb, especially against Painter Lady, but I think we're gonna bypass this time. All right, this guy can be rough. Because the way he works is if you use a targeting orb, you have this set up and he doesn't have his reflection mirror back at you. Once you shoot a targeted shot at him, he turns around and gives you like a riposte or whatever you want to call it, like where he damages you right back. So So we do 300 damage if we just want Spinny Bank now. I think we're going to try to get a big chunk of damage in with... Oh my Gorb. This will turn him back around. And that gives you like another chance before he's doing damage back at you. But we know we're not killing him because we're only doing 300 damage here roughly. Oh, actually, I do see, it looks like the damage, like the negatives here are actually adding or detracting from the amount of damage we're doing. So that's actually terrible. So maybe that relic was actually a super bad call. It would be funny though if that interaction like healed us. Yeah, because we should be doing over 300 damage. We did 240 some. That's actually a really weird interaction. So that's something I would think about. All right, let's heal. Let's upgrade. Extra refreshes, extra crits, or pumpkin pie. Let's just do extra refreshes. And every path here has 2 question marks, so kind of fine with whatever one we go to. Flying enemies are attacked horizontally and take 1.5 damage from projectile attacks. I don't think there's a ton of flying projectile enemies in Act 3. And the ones that are in Act 2 here, we don't necessarily want to do extra damage to them anyways. I guess enhanced gunpowder. It'd be nice to get to our Spinny Banks a little quicker, but I don't want to shoot lightning so early. See, this is also where it'd be really nice if we had... It would be real nice if we had piercing. Like piercing with all shots, not just with this one here. Yeah, it's disappointing because like with the pegs like negatively affecting us, it almost just makes me want to like just shoot the Spinny Banks down the hole to not debuff the pegs. Yeah, we're wasting a lot of gold healing here. And remember, less gold means less damage, so. Let's see, remove an orb, yes. Wish I could remove a relic. All right, prevent the first time you take lethal damage. That can be good. I have a feeling it's not going to matter here because we're going to get, like, if we were doing like Ballista Boss, that would be good. But Alien's Rock, we're not targeting other than Ball Lightning, and Ball Lightning's typically doing like no damage at this point, so. Oh, we got, oh, I forgot. Okay, Secret Relic. Each crit triggered for projectile attacks cause them to pierce an additional enemy. So that is some piercing. Okay. So I guess we will have to keep that in mind when we're shooting our Spinny Banks. Not specifically on this boss, but on other ones in the future. Okay, I made a couple nice chunks into her so far. We are a little lower on life than I would like to be. We're about almost a third of the way there. This will kill the portraits, which I probably could have considered, you know, taking a break from. Oh, these... I say I hit that 9 again. It didn't up it. It's like, is that max? I could have swore I've seen them double digits before. I'm probably wrong though. Yeah, it's not... Or is there some other interaction going on there that I'm missing maybe? All right, the ball lightning. Guess we'll shoot it. So it'll help us pick up a little more gold. And then this is gonna be close, but I think we pull this one just out. I don't remember at this Cruciball level though, if we how much we heal after the boss fight. All right, barely made it. Okay, we still healed 100%. That's nice. At this point, let's upgrade Ball Lightning a little bit. Projectile attacks appear 2 additional enemies, but bombs deal 75% less damage. That's probably the one we take. We need that piercing damage. QR code boss. I do have to remember that bombs are kind of won't be very good at this point, so. Yeah. I'm watching as I'm navigating here, and I am not sure how the gold collection mechanic is working with navigation inflation. It feels like sometimes it's multiplying it by 4, and sometimes it's adding 1, or it's doing 1 gold and then plus 4. Every 4 times the board's refreshed, gain 1 must circle or spin nest, or whenever assignment is applied to a peg, it's upgraded. We're not sliming anything at the moment, so I guess refresher course. As I said, we do have the enhanced gunpowder, so we are a little more likely to, you know, get the, you know, special relic. I was hoping to not one-shot this guy so I could actually get some Spinny Bank shots. Never mind. Didn't do that good. I mean, did a lot of damage, but I didn't get to collect as much as I was hoping. Every shot fired below 50% health is crit. That doesn't matter for Spinny Bank or bombs apply 2 enemies. Okay, let's do Knife's Edge because that will help with... I was going to say auger, but we're piercing with safety pegulations too. But that might be, I think that will probably be additional piercing. Let's try to go left. It's not going to leave much gold on the board for Spinny Bank. But Spinny Bank don't care. They'll still do damage. I keep seeing this one and thinking it's the orb that wants you to have, you know, that makes a lot of gold. So, all right. For the 5th time in a row, I check and I am left with only a pebble. We have a lot of, we're at the point where we're going to get almost 100 gold from navigating to the events. So I'm going to just do that whenever I can. Shoot the healing orb. Kind of stinks that gets rid of the healing peg like immediately. Because normally the healing pegs will like stick around for a couple of turns, but guess it's like, don't say we didn't warn you. It destroys what it touches. 6th time in a row. No, nothing new. All right, we would shops. I think it's doesn't really matter. We can navigate to the same places after each. All right, we can heal when we navigate. Whenever you gain must circle. Let's see, round guard. Immune to attack damage while reloading. Round guard's pretty good. Although I don't think we're reloading very much. We will most likely for this boss. I would love to get rid of Pebball, but it doesn't feel like it's worth 60 gold to get rid of. And then like 20% of that for like every additional shop we go to. So we just kind of keep our fingers crossed that we don't come across it whenever we have, oh, what's it called? I completely lost my train of thought there. Oh, well, we have Summoning Circle coming up before it. I'm looking for the most, it seems like this is probably the path with the most question marks left. Well, okay, this is kind of the situation I was just talking about. We wouldn't, it's not ideal, but we're not gonna pass up Summoning Circle. Oh, do we not get, I guess we don't get piercing that way. Hey, I didn't check to see if I had anything that needed upgraded at least. Will bounce contribute to damage, or whenever you heal, reload heal 6. We're probably, I mean, oh my Gorb, it's decent damage here. Doesn't matter for Spinny Bank, doesn't matter for Balm. I just don't think healing 6 is gonna be like what makes or breaks it here. Okay, I guess we're going straight to Spinny Bank. Okay, never mind. I forgot how much gold we have. I'm like... Okay. Still have 91 gold, 91 health. I don't need to worry about healing just yet. $141 gold for just traveling here. Summoning circle, Spinny Bank. All right, you can start to see the power of Spinny Bank here. You know, where especially like I said, since we've gotten the piercing, and this boss, okay. I hate this boss, but once again, Spinny Bank don't care. Echo Warp could be half decent, you know, with Spinny Banks. If it happens to come after a Spinny Bank. I think if it was earlier in the run, I would take Spinny Bank, possibly over the Oh My Gorb, you know, for our piercing damage. But at this point in the run, we're saving gold. Whenever a crit is triggered, apply a random debuff to the targeted enemy. No. Whenever enemies defeated, refresh the board. That might come in handy against the boss, considering we have like a 4 enemy boss. So. All right, well, there is our Pebble removal. I was half keep my fingers crossed. I was like, is there an event where he will duplicate something for you too? And let's see. Half or copy the Peglins. Randomly remove half your orbs or grab for the nearest orb. Okay. We get ourselves a mirror orb, which could be another summoning circle, could be another, it's another Spinny Bank. Okay. This is where we want to hit. And I don't think we need to worry about going after the crit, because I think we should have the piercing that we need. But oh, we didn't get to take down the healing one just yet. Yeah, the healing one gets killed this time though, so. All right, this is the one that's low. And then this is the one that's full health, but. All right, we'll skip the balm and go straight to damage. So this is probably the one I'm going to target. Nothing's really debuffed there yet, or the least is debuffed there. Let's see. Almost. Oh, we broke our torn sash. So that was we would have died without that. All right, we've got the damage. Ooh, that was close. Round summary. You've unlocked these in custom mode. Endless devouring. Okay. I was wondering because there was one item when I was setting up custom that I didn't have. And I'm going, I've played this game so long. How do I not have everything? It's because endless devouring is no good. It's trash. Don't take it. It kind of did a little bit of a disservice to us at the end there because the Spinny Bank build, it was actively hurting. I didn't realize of that interaction. I didn't realize that the buffing or debuff pegs added or subtracted from Spinny Bank damage. So learn from my mistakes. Do not take it. But like if you can get your hands on a Spinny Bank, you know, a way to gain some money, which we had. I wish once you hovered over these, it would show you. But this is the one that gives you 20% extra gold. 20% of your gold when you travel to an event space. Navigation inflation. There's so many different gold-based relics that you could, you know, they could have been. But yeah, that's kind of a Spinny Bank gold build. There are other gold based relics that could help either in collecting gold or doing extra damage when collecting gold. So don't just you think that Spinny Bank's the only thing there for this build, but you do want, you know, some form of piercing will help. But yeah, so that is our first kind of build showcase. We did that at Crucible 10, and I think it made it a little harder in my head than I thought it was going to be, because yeah, but so we'll see. I figured though that since we are starting out with kind of some custom stuff, it was probably worth, you know, going up in Crucible difficulty a little bit. So we'll see if we stay at Crucible 10 on these or if we kind of pull it back some. But yeah, if you hung around this long, thanks for watching. Feel free to catch me on Twitch, Billy Throttle, twitch.tv/Billy Throttle. Do you have a Discord we can come hang out in? I believe I have that down in the description. Feel free to come say hi sometime. But have a good day. Catch you guys next time.